OMG. Y'all, 100 episodes of the Erin Burd live show. Like, what? How did that even happen? The time has just flown by so crazy. But I believe in celebrating the wins. And I have to say that 100 episodes is something to absolutely celebrate. And so today I'm going to be sharing with you a few of my favorite moments from our shows. And of course, I love a good giveaway and a good party. So we're going to do a little bit of that. And I also am going to be sharing a few nuggets of some fun things that are happening here in our communities. So if you're joining me, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here, that you're ready to party today. Hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm going to show that. Thank you. You know, I absolutely adore being able to come here every week with y'all and, just dig in and dive and see, talk about things that are relevant and important to us and hopefully give you a few nuggets to take away on this journey. Hey, Michelle, good morning. It is Let me tell you, it actually is a big celebration day in our household. Not only are we celebrating the 100th episode of the Erin Burd Live Show today, it is my daughter Bella's 15th birthday. Oh, dear, my baby. And it is also my sister's birthday. And it is also my friend Jessica Strong's birthday. Y'all, today is going to be a good day, right? Today's going to be a good day. Oh, I have two. Let's do two. Today's gonna be a good day, and so today is a day we're celebrating. So we are going to celebrate. Mm, mm, mm. Happy birthday to all, for real, y'all. Thank you. And that's right. It's your hubby's birthday too, Michelle. It's a good day. It's a good day. And yes, it is celebration day. You guys, it is going to be a good day. So, why don't we start off today's live by celebrating? What is it that we could celebrate with you today? Right? Happy birthday to everybody. What is going really great for you? I actually just got into my office this morning and I got a message from one of my private clients, Jeannie, and she's actually coming with us to Ireland for the Dance Studio Owners Business Retreat. But anywho, she sent me a Facebook message about her enrollment this morning and how she is up over last year, how things are, moving along. So what can we celebrate with you today? Because before we get into all the things today for today's celebration, I want to take a moment to celebrate you. It could be little, it could be big. It doesn't have to be this monumentous thing, but it could be like, I got up this morning and read a book for myself. It could be my enrollment's going swimmingly and it makes my heart so happy. It could be, we started classes this week and the joy that I'm seeing as these kiddos are walking into the studio fills my heart. So what is it that we can celebrate with you today? Because I want to make sure that this isn't just about, 100 episodes, but it's a celebration day. Just like Michelle said, it is a celebration day. So what can we celebrate with you? Now, if you're joining me and you've stumbled upon this somehow, I am Erin Burd and I support dance studio owners and educators to really grow their businesses by not only creating their own unique vision of success, but making sure that it's without burnout, overwhelm, or sacrificing your personal life, because you can have the life and the business of your dreams. You can have passion and you can have profit. Guys, you don't have to choose. And my goal is for anyone who's in my camp to really find the joy inside of their business and feed life that they so desire. Because I'm going to tell you guys, so many times I talk to studio owners and it breaks my heart because everybody's so, a lot of times they're overwhelmed, they're feeling burnt out, they're pouring their heart, their soul, their passion, their time, they're working a million hours a week, and they aren't even getting paid. And I am here to help you kick that to the curb, right? Oh, yes, that is okay. Hold on. Michelle, can we seriously celebrate that? Yes, your heart report was a really good. Okay. Let's see here. We've got first ever student coming in to visit you today. That is so freaking good. Dance starts next week, and yet, excited to compete in Puerto Rico next month. That deserves a celebration too. My friends, what can we celebrate? Because when you're in my community, we celebrate the wins. It's important. When we can focus on the good, more good comes for us, right? So keep dropping those wins in the comments below. I want to celebrate you. I want to celebrate our successes, and I want to celebrate all of the joy and the goodness that is happening, not only in our lives, but in our community and our industry. So let's just go ahead and dive in right now. Now, who here, and even if you come back in on the replay, because I know we have some friends who can't make it during this time live, and so they love to come back in on the replay. So even if you come back in on the replay, we want to know. But let me know here, who wants to be entered in to win some goodies from me? Drop the word party below if you would like, show notes and a replay from tape, but to be entered into our giveaways as well. So let me know. Drop the word party below, and we will get you in the drawing to win some awesome goodness from us here. Okay, so let's dive in real quick. I have to tell you that as I was reflecting back on the last 100 episodes, my friends, so much fun has been had, so much goodness, so many ahas, so many nuggets, so many takeaways, not only for you, and you've shared them with me, but also for me. I love to take a moment and to really stop and take stock and reflect back on what went really, really well. What are some things that I could do better? We should always be committed to growing and to getting better and to also leaning into the good. Because my friends, this is a marathon. It is not a sprint. And so 100 episodes, I'm like, let me go back and take a look at some of these. And, in the beginning, I was like, hey, these are great. I did okay. I feel like each episode, can get a little better. It gets a little better. I'm honing in like the structure and the format, and hopefully ways that we can connect with y'all better. I've already, as I was reflecting, went through and talked to my team, and I'm like, I think that we could do this and this better. So we're going to be implementing some new things as we move forward. But, if you have a favorite episode that like stands out in your mind, I would love for you to drop it in the chat. Now, I'm not expecting you to be like, oh my gosh, all of them were the best, Erin. Because, I don't know that they were all the best. But if you have one or two that you're like, hey, these totally resonated with me, I had some moments of clarity or something that I knew that I wanted to go back and implement because of an episode, I would love to hear that. And if you have ideas for future episodes or things that you would love to learn more about, that you would love to hear more about, let me know, because this is about serving you and our community and making sure you guys are getting exactly what you need from our time together. So let me know. I would love to hear your feedback as well. And don't hold anything back. Tell me the truth. I want the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want it all. Okay. So I want to share with you a few of my favorite episodes. that just kind of popped in my head. And whether it was because I was like, oh, that was a really clever show title, which could be the truth. Or, I love the guests that I had on for this particular episode because they dropped some nuggets. They shared their wisdom. They are someone that I really, connect with and that I am learn from on a daily basis on my, for my own that I support. And just ones that I was like, ooh, I think this one was good. And I think it was hopefully resonated with you. So I want to talk about a few of those right now because, I mean, hey, why not? Okay. So one of the first ones that just popped out to me because I was like, ooh, that was a clever show title. It made me happy. It brought me joy. And let me know if you guys know where I was going with this. But one of my favorite show titles was 99 Problems, but Money Ain't One. I don't know why that just cracked me up. And I was like, clearly, you know what I was listening to or feeling. Let me know if you know what I'm referencing here. But as I went back to that show, I was like, oh, that actually was a really good show where we talked about, how to handle your finances, how to increase your revenue like a boss and like make it rain. I don't know. I really thought that was a really great episode. That was episode number 67. And I really thought I was being clever. I don't know. You could tell me if I'm not or I wasn't. But what I will tell you is I chuckle every time that I see that show title and I go back to it. And and you know what? Truthfully, I don't want money to be a problem for you. You guys, I love doing math. I know not everybody feels like they love doing math, but math is the answer to our money problems. I'm going to say it. Math is the answer to our money problems. So if you don't love the math, let me know. I do. It's one of my favorite things. I love doing tuition revamps. I love showing studio owners how easy the math actually can be. It doesn't have to be crazy confusing. If you know how to add, subtract, and multiply and divide, that's all that you need to know. You don't need to know how to do calculus to figure out our math for our business. So just saying is all. That was one of my, it just popped out in my, as one that I absolutely love. I loved having some of my past or current clients no to math, yes to money. Okay, here's the thing. When we do the math, right? I like that kind of math. And I especially like it when my bank account shows me that it's good and that I understand the math. Yes, to the money. And yeah, geometry, honestly, I'm like, when we get to the geometry, the calculus, for me personally, it's not something that's needed. Now, I am so glad that there are people in this world who love that type of math, that use that type of math to, for their careers to make our lives easier, to find new solutions for world problems. But it is not the type of math that we need in our dance studio businesses. So just saying is all. Okay. But I also love I've had some of my clients on to share their journeys and their experiences, their growth and their successes, because number one, I'm so freaking proud of them for putting in the work and really getting the results. But also that I really love to show people what is really possible. And we can do that through seeing what other studio owners accomplish. And because, it's one thing for me to sit here and say, if you do this, it will happen. And you're like, okay, Erin, right? But when you have real live studio owners who are in different parts of the country, different countries, different part of the world, and you're like, okay, this is possible. I think that's powerful. And so I loved having some of my guests like Joyce come on and share how she added like 160 new students in like 3 months, and how Amber was able to recover from the pandemic through hard work. I'm not going to say that it wasn't hard work, right? But like through hard work. And I could, go on. And then, y'all, my friends, like some of the industry guests that I've had on, I feel like even me, I'm like total fangirl. And sometimes I stop and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I had them on my show, or oh my gosh, I get to call them a friend now, because I took a chance and I reached out and said, hey, like I would love to have you on our little show. Would you be willing to come and share? And everyone who's been on our show has been so fantastic, has been like, absolutely, I would love to come on. And then it opened the door for me being friends with them. And I would hope that they would call me a friend too. But, I have had on guests, oh my gosh, you guys, like, well, first of all my friends from Under the Big Talk. So like I had Terry and Jessica and Miss Julie Kay and Becca Redder, and you guys, like, these ladies are freaking amazing. Like I look at them, I'm like, oh my gosh, like y'all inspire me. And then, oh y'all, we had my friends from Dance the Magic and talking about like, well, I'm going to start singing every time I do. Do you believe in magic? Right? Did you guys see that episode where we dove into creating magical experiences for your clients? And we didn't even necessarily, I mean, of course, we touched on Dance the Magic, and we touched on experiences like taking your students to Disney to perform and things like that. But really, the whole like 5-star experience, it was so freaking good, if I do say so myself. So if you didn't catch that episode, y'all need it. Oh my gosh, Andrea Trench from Discover Dance, you guys, her and I, we totally vibe on our whole ideas when it comes to early childhood education, preschool dance, infusing props and what's developmentally age appropriate curriculum. Like y'all, we I think Andrea's actually been on a couple times because I just love her so much. And the last one in episode 74, we had a whole thing about shaking the spring sillies out in your Tiny Talk classes. But what I will tell you is, if you are struggling in your Tiny Talk classes as we start off the new year, my friends, episode 74, you could take some of these ideas and implement them right now to help set the groundwork and the foundation in those Tiny Talk classes, to help rein it in. Because I know right now, y'all, I'm no dummy. I see the groups, and I see some of you struggling with classroom management when it comes to those Tiny Talk classes. And I'm going to tell you that while kids are kids, we also have to be aware of what these 3-year-olds or 2-year-olds even, how their world has changed because of the pandemic. And so we have to be quite aware of that. And so I think that if you want to go back and like just get some tips and tricks and pointers, episode 74 is going to be fantastic for you. Also, my friends, okay, I had Adam on and we dove into SEO and how that's going to do for you guys. Oh my gosh, like I feel like I'm going on and on and on about these episodes, but these are just some of the highlights over the last 100 episodes. And oh my gosh, I could talk about the times that Jennifer Randall came on, and me and Miss Julie Kay were so fun together. So there's a couple episodes there. I've had Trisha Gomez on, and oh my gosh, my friend Erin No, she used to be Miss Erin Pride, but she is now married. And we talked about, some shifts that you have to make. And oh my gosh, my friend Joey Garrity, y'all. We talked about branding yourself and your business, and it was so, so good. You guys, I could go on. Damian Brooks. Like, I have had the honor. Would you want to see like a montage of like all the guests and highlights from the last 100 episodes? Let me know. Would that be like fun for you? I should have done that already. But let me ask, you guys tell me if that's something that we should do and you would like love it, like a highlight reel, let me know. Okay. Yes, I got a yes. I'm going to ask my team if we can make that happen. Okay. Because like, as I'm going through these, I'm just like, gosh, we had, Adam and Vicky from Little Beats. Like, I've had my guest Jessica Stott. Like, I'm like going through right now, you guys. I'm looking at like my list here, and like there were so many good things. Like, so good. Okay, my friends, if you're coming in right now, we are reminiscing about the last 100 episodes of the Erin Burd live show. Yeah, I think it would be so, so cool. Let's see. Oh, Michelle. Okay, so she had to say, all your show episodes have so many nuggets for all of us teachers to succeed. I thank you for all you do for us. You're a gem in my life that I cherish. Oh my gosh. You guys, please don't make me cry today. Dear, you guys, I absolutely adore this time that we get to share together. Highlight reel for sure. Okay. It is noted. I am going to talk to my team. I'm like literally writing down highlight reel from 100 episodes. Okay, I'm going to see what sort of compilation we could work up because I think that it would be just so fun to see. It would be so fun to see and just to like reminisce on the 100 episodes. So I like the idea of doing that. If you're coming in and you're just joining us, I've seen some pop in. You guys, make sure you drop the word party below to get entered into our drawings. Now, I'm hoping to surprise and delight some of you. I have some fun props that I took with me to Vegas to Dance Teacher Web. Some fun things that we use that are like so good. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, where'd you get those? And so we are going to be giving away some props. We are going to be giving away some fun coaching services. We're going to give away a free month into our Empire Builders Club. So there's a lot of really cool things that you could be entered in to win, but you have to drop the word party below and we will put you all in our like random spinny drawing wheel that we can do online. So make sure that you drop the word party below so you could be entered into the drawing for our 100th episode celebration. Okay, so make sure you drop the word party. Now, I also promised you that we were going to dive into a few really special things that are happening in our community. Some of the things that we are looking at because we want to make sure that not only our studio owners succeed, but they're finding the joy. They are living in a world that makes their heart sing. They're not stressed out. And so right now in my community, there are a few ways that we can make sure that you get the support that you need. Now, let me ask real quick for y'all. Who would love to increase their studio enrollment right now? Let me know. And who would like to do it really quickly? Let me know. The reason I'm asking, and and if you guys are all like, no, it's all perfect. Like, I am bursting at the seams. Okay, thank you. A little heck yeah, heck yes. Me, love it. Me, okay. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Yes. If you are like most studio owners and you would love to increase your enrollment, Then I want to make sure that you know about the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp that's starting September 20th. Now, my friends, this boot camp is solely focused on increasing your visibility, creating a organic and paid. We will talk about paid a little bit, but really we focus on the free organic strategies that you can do to increase your visibility, increase your enrollments, how it's like a yummy, yummy parfait or a yummy lasagna, right? And what does that mean? You need the layers and they have to be stacked on top of each other to create this delicious goodness, right? And so every single week, it's a 10-week boot camp. Now, my friends, the reason we do 10 weeks is because we want to make sure that it's little bite-sized yummy morsels that you can actually take and implement the strategy right away and start to see it layer. And it's like compound interest, right? When we make these little deposits, they add up to big things. And yes, you're going to be there because you did it last year and it was amazing. So I have to tell you, I actually only offer this now once a year during this time. And when you start working these strategies, they will add like clockwork, and you will start to see enrollment flowing through your door. In 10 weeks, you will see an increase in your enrollment. Now, I can't promise you that you're going to have bananas results like some of my last, studio owners, like, oh yeah, I added an extra 100 students in 10 weeks. I mean, it absolutely can happen for you. But what I will tell you is when you implement these strategies, you will start to see the return on your investment very quickly, and it will continue to pay dividends month after month after month after month. And so in 10 weeks, you will understand the psychology behind marketing, how marketing has shifted post-pandemic, how we need to look at visibility in a different way, and how it plays a huge factor in leads coming in the door and how we convert them into paid students and clientele. Okay, so the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp, that is all that we focus on. We literally focus on visibility, marketing, enrollment. Now, one of the things that I am really committed to is keeping these, the bootcamp small. I do not take more than 12 new studio owners into our bootcamp because I don't ever want a client who's in one of my programs to sit there and feel like I didn't get the support that I needed, or I was waiting to ask my question and I never got it answered. That is not how I roll in my camp. And that being so, I keep it small. Every single week, we have a coaching call where I am teaching you a strategy. I'm giving you examples, and then I'm giving you homework. So the systems and the strategies only work if you do. Now, this doesn't mean you have to pour in hours and hours and hours to make this happen for you. They are small little bits that you can implement. I mean, like 30 minutes it will take you maybe to do some of the homework. Okay. So my friends, it can be done really, really quickly. And if you implement it and you work the strategies, you will see the results. So we're going to dive into visibility, to marketing, to all the organic strategies, how to do those. And so we have a call every single week. There is going to be a Q&A session for you to come. We have a private Facebook group. So as you're doing your homework, you drop it into our Facebook group, and me and the team will review it and make sure, and then say, yes, this, give you the thumbs up. Go ahead, go post it, go do whatnot. So my friends, the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp, it is the place for your quickest path to new enrollments, your quickest path to cash, and focusing solely on let's make a huge transformation in our business right away if you need more enrollment in your life, okay? So the Dance Studio Accelerator Bootcamp, it is 10 weeks. It is only $1,555, you guys. It you will recoup your investment in no time if you do the work. Now, we also have a payment plan. So if you need the payment plan, that is there for you as well. Okay. So there's that option for you. I won't go on about it, but if you want more information about the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp, drop the word bootcamp below and I will reach out to you and we can have a conversation if it's the right fit. There are other programs that we have in our camp. We have our, our Empire Builders Club. We have our VIP intensive days. We have our Empire Roundtable. So there are other programs that might be a better fit for you. But what I know for a lot of my studio owners who come to me with enrollment problems, the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp is the perfect place to start out because it is a quick path to cash and it allows you to do other things. So Studio Accelerator Bootcamp, that, my friends, is coming up. It's coming up. And so we want to make sure that if it's the right fit for you, that we get you in. Okay. Now, I also have to tell you guys, if you struggle with feeling like, I need to up my my marketing game, but words sometimes are a struggle. Oh my gosh, can I share that real quick? Heck yes. I had 160% return on investment on the bootcamp last year. Definitely worth it. 160% return on investment. I think that's a pretty great return on your investment, right, friends? Like, I don't know. I think that's pretty good. The other thing, my friends, is if you are looking for an experience, one of the things that we created because I had such a huge transformation in myself, in my business, in really looking at things and getting clarity was I attended a retreat with a business coach who they are a coach to business coaches. And I attended one of her retreats and it was absolutely life-changing for me. It really changed my perspective on a lot of things. It gave me clarity around who I wanted to be in this coaching space. It made me really hone in and recognize that, yeah, I didn't want 1,000 people, in a coaching program at one time. Like for me, that didn't make my heart sing. And it gave me the clarity that I needed to really like move forward and own the idea that I would prefer to have a boutique coaching and consulting firm. That's what Dance Studio Empire is. It's really it gave me the clarity around that. And so it was so transformative for me that it also gave me that moment of studio owners need something like this. Studio owners need something like this. And so I created the Dance Studio Owners Business Retreat. Last year we had it in Florida and it was amazing. I absolutely adored, again, small experience. This is us and, getting together, and there was, how many of us? There was 8 of us last year in Florida and it was so good. And this year we are, I would say kicking it up a notch, but we are doing the Dance Studio Owners Business Conference this year. It is in Ireland, my friends. Y'all, I mean, like, it's going to be so good. And what it is it's myself. And this year I have Jennifer Randall. If you don't know who she is, you guys, where have you been? But Jennifer Randall is my go-to gal. I send a lot of my clients to her when it comes to the paid advertising side of things. I don't write, Facebook ads. I don't manage Facebook ads. I don't do that sort of thing. And so for me, I send those people to her. So her and I are teaming up this year for the Dance Studio Owners Business Retreat. And can I tell you what, my friends, that we have 2 private rooms and 1 shared room spot left. And you guys, if you are on the fence, if you've been kind of eyeing this, let me tell you what, you need to get in now. I was just looking at the flights, and Aer Lingus is having a huge sale during our time that we are going to Ireland. I looked up. I'm like, you can fly from LAX to Dublin for like $500, and that's not like the super cheap saver. Like you still get your checked luggage and your meals and like all of that. Like, oh, what bananas! I had a client who just booked on Aer Lingus. Lori, who's coming with us. I'm so excited to have her. And I did a tuition revamp for her, but she is coming and she got her flight for like $700. You guys, right now, the flights are on sale. And so if you've been thinking about it, y'all need to be there because our Ireland business retreat is going to do a couple things. I want to say it is the perfect combination of, discovery of yourself, clarity, you're learning. We are going to be sharing with you strategy. You will have one-on-one coaching time with myself and Jen. We are going to be crafting and helping you. We're going to do it together. Each studio owner will leave with a custom, unique marketing and visibility plan where you literally all you have to do is roll it out. We're going to be doing social media posts. We're going to talk about paid advertising. We're going to talk about your visibility based upon your specific and unique goals. So when you leave Ireland, you are already going to have time to work on it and just roll it out. Because so many times we get so busy working in our business that we don't have time to work on our businesses. So it's luxury, learning, lots of laughter, my friends, relaxation. We have some really great excursions and surprises planned for y'all. We will be visiting the Cliffs of Moher, y'all. And being just there is awe-inspiring, and your creativity is going to be like it's going to be mind-blowing. And we have some really some like surprise excursions, so I can't share those with you, but know that it's going to be so good. We also we start in Dublin. We will be going to Kildare and staying in, oh my gosh, a castle that has been rated the #1 castle in Ireland. It is just gorge. Like I seriously can't, y'all. It's going to be so good. Like I think we're going to want to live there forever. And then we'll be heading to Galway, which y'all, I don't know if you know, but Galway was rated like the friendliest city in the world. So we're going to be going there. And Genevieve, who is on our team, and she has a studio. She's going to be opening up her studio to us. And it's just, you guys, it's going to be experienced like no other. And I want you to know that transformation will happen. I have to tell you that since that retreat, I am a believer in retreats. And I mean, gosh, it's a tax write-off for your business. And like, if you're like me, my heart was literally made to travel. I know so many, like when I was a kiddo, can I tell you a little story? When I was a kiddo and people asked you like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I had 2 answers and they like were back to back. The answer was, I want to be a dancer or a nomad. Now, at the time, I thought a nomad was cool because I'm like, oh, you could just like travel from place to place to place, which is kind of cool, right? And it's still my dream. And I think that we're kind of making our dream come true in this way by being able to host these retreats for studio owners. Who like is dreaming of Ireland? I know that you're here and I know you're on the fence. And I've had lots of conversations with studio owners recently. Like they're like, oh my gosh, like Ireland is my dream. Now's the time, my friends. Now's the time. Do it and have it be a tax write-off. But also walk away with so much good. So my friends, there are 2 private rooms left. And like I said, 1 shared room. And if you're like, oh, I'm thinking about it, reach out. We'll chat. myself, Jennifer Randall, will get in there. We'll see if it's a good fit. I'm not going to tell you that it's a perfect fit for everyone, because it is not. Um, but depending on what you want for your business, if you're ready for a new level, then this is the place for you. So the Ireland retreat, that is coming up as well. I know some of you here are also going to be with me in Atlanta for Under the Big Top. Unfortunately, that is sold out. So I'm leaving next week to go to Atlanta for Under the Big Top, and that focuses solely on preschool and recreational classes and business strategies for that particular group. We are not diving into competition at all. We are solely focusing on preschool and rec. And I'm excited because I get to be on both sides. I get to teach teachers and I get to teach studio owners on both sides of things. So I'm so excited. I am traveling with a whole bag of props, you guys, which is like, if you know me, you know I love the props. So I'm super excited about that. There is so much good. And my hope for you guys all today here is this, that as we are starting off a new season, that we can really lean into the joy and the gratitude and all of the good that is in our world, and that we look at all that is possible. And so many times we are the bottlenecks in our business. And if we could start to celebrate the wins every single day, if we can find the silver lining in situations, if we can lean into all that is possible, magic will happen inside of our business. But if we sit in the place of fear or perfectionism, is that a word? I think it is a word. If we are the ones sitting and stopping us and holding us back, you will never truly know what is possible for you. Sometimes we have to just take the leap of faith. Sometimes we have to just say yes and figure it out. When we do that, when we lean into that, and when we bet on ourselves, magic will happen. Magic will happen. Good things will happen. But what I see happen so often is we something doesn't work out, or we had a failure. There is no successful entrepreneur, successful person who hasn't failed, and failed greatly. We have to be okay with failing. We still have to get up. We have to dust ourselves off, and we have to try again. The other day, I posted, the key to success is taking action, and repeat over and over and over again. I have failed greatly, y'all. I have failed publicly. I have felt shame. I have felt all those sort of things. But you know what? I get my ass up, I dust myself off, and I try again. It is about having grit and tenacity and being so tied to your vision of what you want your life to be that you are relentless in that pursuit. There are so many things that I thought, or I told myself, stories I told myself about who am I? Who am I to do XYZ? Especially after failure. Especially after losing thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in a business that I thought was going to be really great. I lost a lot of money and I lost a lot of confidence, but I realized that, no, the silver linings, what did I learn from this experience? And so many times we have a failure, or we try something and we stop too soon. We give up too soon because it feels hard, right? But we know that there's always a storm before the rainbow comes, right? We have to be so committed to our vision that we know failure is part of the journey. So, my friends, I hope that as we celebrate these 100 episodes, and let me tell you, some of those, not all 100 episodes were bangers, y'all. I can admit it. I'm okay with saying it. But I have learned a lot about myself. I feel like I've connected with a lot of studio owners. I hope that I've shared and imparted some golden nuggets and takeaways and things that make you go, and think about that. That's my hope for this thing, right? This Erin Burd live show is me just coming on and sharing and hopefully like spreading some joy, because life's too short. Life is too short to not have joy in your life, to be miserable in what you're doing. Life is too short. So my hope today is that we all commit to finding the joy, to taking the leaps of faith, to not waiting for tomorrow, because unfortunately, tomorrow may never come. So if there's something that you want to do, go after it with relentless tenacity and grit. If you need support, get support. It's okay to ask for support. So, my friends, I hope sincerely from the bottom of my heart that not only you will continue this journey of the Erin Burd Live Show and being part of my community, but that you commit this year to being full of joy. Who wants to commit that with me? Like right now, drop it in the chat. Drop the word joy. Like, I commit to joy. I commit to doing the scary things. I commit to betting on myself and believing in myself. Yes. I commit to joy this year. I commit to joy. So, my friends, I'm going to leave you there. Now, I have to tell you that next week, there will not necessarily be a live episode because I will be in Atlanta with, 85 studio owners and teachers. I'm so excited about that. So I won't be available to do the live show. That being said, there will be a replay episode. It might be one of the favorites that I called out. Just saying is all. And if you have questions about the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp, if you have questions about the Ireland retreat, if you have questions about getting support, let me know. I'm here to support you. And we have a solution for you. I promise. So, I'm so glad that this pumped you up today. We're going to stand for joy and we're going to lean in and commit to it this year. So, I'm going to leave you there. I hope you all have a fantastic week. I will see you in 2 weeks like this, but don't miss the replay because it's going to be a goodie. And I will see you for another episode of the Erin Burd Live Show where we stand for joy. So I'm going to leave you there. Bye, my friends. I hope you have a fantastic week.